In the new studio room, guys. We'll be doing Touchdown Tuesdays tonight live from this room here with Mayhem Matthew. Go subscribe to Eat 'em Dogs on YouTube. I can put a channel link in the comments. I think I've talked about this quite a bit, but it is on my mind today, and Kirk Herbstriet came out last week, and I don't remember. Oh, I remember now. He was on the Pat McAfee show. I love Pat McAfee. I think he's a great entertainer. He's a sports entertainer. I know he was on College Game Day last year, but, I think he needs to, in my personal opinion, just stick to the Pat McAfee show, man. Keep doing what you do there. I don't know. Hope to see him on Game Day this year, too, though. I mean, I like the guy. I think he'd be great. I thought it was great last year. Anyway, point of this video. Kirk Herbstriet was on that show, and he had a quote. He said, "Just when you think they're done." And he was talking about Alabama, talking about the Crimson Tide, talking about Nick Saban, talking about quarterback situation. Yes, here's the thing. Everyone agrees that there are question marks in Tuscaloosa right now. Everybody agrees with that. Everybody knows it. Everybody agrees to it. So why pick Alabama this year? Well, you look back at history. Nick Saban gets there in 2007. 2008, Florida goes on to win another national title. They're second in like a 3-year span because they won in 2006. Alabama beats teams like Clemson. They beat Auburn finally. Beat Tennessee. Beat all these teams. They're not in the national title conversation. They are in the SEC race, and they make it to Atlanta in the Georgia Dome. The following year, 2009, and I'm not going to go like year by year. I'll try to, but I'll try to make it quick. But we know about 2009. They go 14-0. They beat Texas 37-21, and they win a national title. Okay, they win a title, no big deal. But then they go 10-2 in 2010. Then they bounce back in 2011. That was the year of the tornado. A.J. McCarron comes in. They beat LSU for the title in a rematch of the 9-6 game of the century game. They go back-to-back in 2012. This was the last time they went back-to-back. The only time they've gone back-to-back. They beat Notre Dame. 2013 was the year of the kick six. And Auburn plays Florida State, and Florida State wins. The following season, the first year of the CFP, Ohio State gets in, they win it all. But who won it in 2015? They weren't even supposed to win it. And that's the season I'm looking back at for this year's reference, is 2015. They had Jacob Coker at quarterback. We talked about this last week a little bit. I talked about it with some people at church too, and I've tweeted about it and, stuff like that. So, Jacob Coker at quarterback, Derrick Henry at running back. They win a national title. Year after that, they play Clemson again, and they lose to Deshaun Watson. They go on, second and 26. 2018's a blowout. 2019 LSU, 2020 we just had a couple years ago. It's been 2 years, or no, three years since the title, which is the same as this year, by the way. They win it. Then Georgia goes back-to-back, and now here we are in 2023. Kirk Herbstriet made the point. Just when you think they won't, they will. It's like anytime they pick Alabama in the preseason, I don't even remember. They didn't even pick anybody in the preseason of the COVID season because everyone was running around, about are we even going to have college football? So they didn't really pick anybody. So let's exclude that year for a second. No one was picking them in 2017. No one really picked him. Well, I don't know if anybody picked him to go back-to-back in 2016 when Jalen Hurts was a freshman. But The point being is Alabama always gets it wrong. Here's what I'm saying. When you pick them, it doesn't happen. When you feed them a bunch of rat poison, somehow they come out of nowhere, and Nick Saban says, I'll take the Golden Crown again. He's looking to win his 8th overall title this season, 7th at Bama. He will break Bear Bryant altogether because Bear Bryant had 6 total, all at Alabama, and Nick Saban has 6 at Alabama, 1 at LSU. So he's got the most in history, but he wants to have the most in Alabama history. He could do that this season. And quite honestly, I'm not saying it's make or break for them, but again, we just kind of went through some of those seasons. Alabama has not had a 3-year stretch without a title. With Nick Saban, at least. They had it with Bear Bryant. They had it, with Gene Stallings only won 1. They've had a decade or so without a title, I think. Like the 1910s or 20s or something like that. But with Nick Saban at the realm of coaching, he's the guy that knows what it takes to win a national title. Why he couldn't do it with Bryce Young, I don't know. Coordinators, that's my blame. He brings in Tommy Rees. He brings in Kevin Steele this season. We will see what happens. But all I'm trying to say is I agree with Kirk Herbstriet. He said it best. Just when you count them out, they show up. So, you want to keep doubting? Keep doubting. But do not, I'm not saying it's going to happen. All I'm saying is don't sit there at the end of the season, if it's Alabama, and go, I can't believe it. Really? It's Nick Saban we're talking about. Yeah, he's getting up in age. I'll admit that. Age ain't nothing but a number. I hate to tell you that, but it's just a number. Nick Saban's got a trick up his sleeve this season. He'll figure out the quarterback situation. Defense is going to be top 5, top 10. We're going to run through the schedule. I don't want to say run through it. We'll have some close games. I'm getting excited. I'm so pumped up for college football, man. You just don't understand. It's going to be great, though. All I'll say is it would not surprise me if they take... And I know I've said some things about the team this year, and I've kind of made some comments on Facebook, but when I think about it, when I'm in a positive mindset, you got to understand me. I have good days, I have bad days. I'm having a good day today. Y'all having a good day? I'm having a good day. I'm in a positive mindset. And part of that positive mindset says, be realistic. Well, I'm going to be realistic about Alabama. They have a chance. Don't count them out. Roll Tide. We'll see you.